I just spent $1,100 at Walmart buying every single tire brand they sell. The $59 Douglas, the $95 Goodyear Reliant, and the $180 Michelin Defender. Same size, same car. And what I found is going to completely change how you buy tires. Because nobody is telling you this. One of these tires has a secret sitting right on the sidewall that proves you're getting ripped off before you even leave the parking lot. There's warranty fine print so buried that a woman lost $400 on tires she bought 2 weeks earlier, not because she did anything wrong, but because she drove on a highway. And the one tire most people skip because of the price turned out to be the only honest deal in the entire aisle. By the end of this video, you'll know which tire to buy, which one to never touch, and a 30-second check you must do before agreeing to any Walmart tire. We're also going through the warranty traps voiding real people's claims right now, the hidden age problem with cheap tires, real brake test numbers, and the cost math that flips everything upside down. If you're new here, hit subscribe. This is where we test what nobody else bothers to test. Let's get into it. Trap 1. You're not buying what you think you're buying. First thing Walmart doesn't advertise. Those Walmart exclusive tires, the Douglas and the Goodyear Reliant, are not the same tires those brands sell everywhere else. Goodyear manufactures them specifically for Walmart using older mold designs and lower grade rubber compounds compared to their standard retail lineup. And here's the part that genuinely floored me. The manufacturers actually disclaimed their normal warranty coverage on these tires. Goodyear's standard warranty doesn't apply to them. Coverage is handled exclusively through Walmart. So when you see a Goodyear logo and assume you're getting Goodyear quality, you're not. You're getting a Walmart grade version of a Goodyear tire. Same logo, different tire. The one exception, the Michelin Defender. That's the exact same tire sold at every tire shop in America. Same compound, same warranty, just a lower price because of Walmart's volume buying power. But before you just go buy the Michelin and close this video, wait, because what I'm about to show you about the warranty affects the Michelin too. Trap 2. The warranty is basically a trap. This is the part that made my jaw drop, and it started with a comment on one of my videos. A woman bought 4 brand new Walmart tires, got a blowout 2 weeks later on the highway, went back to claim her warranty, denied. The reason? She was doing 80 miles per hour. Turns out, driving over 75 miles per hour on a highway voids Walmart's road hazard coverage. It's buried in the fine print. She lost $400 and walked away with nothing from tires she bought 2 weeks earlier. Now stay with me here because this list gets worse. Here is what else voids your warranty, and this comes directly from Walmart's own official warranty document. Getting your tires repaired anywhere other than Walmart. Voided. Any evidence of over or under inflation when you bring them in. Voided. Missing a single documented rotation interval. Voided. Getting them mounted anywhere other than Walmart in the first place. Voided. The official warranty document literally states the warranty is voided if the tire is repaired or modified in any way by anyone other than Walmart. So if you get a flat on a road trip, the nearest Walmart is 60 miles away, and a gas station plugs it, warranty gone. Permanently. Forever. Real drivers are living this right now. One Uber driver described trying to claim a Goodyear manufacturer warranty at Walmart and being told to send the tire to Goodyear himself. Another buyer's tread was completely gone at 20,000 miles on a tire with a 45,000-mile warranty. Walmart called it a maintenance issue and denied the claim. Here's the bottom line. The mileage warranty on the sticker is marketing. Plan around what these tires actually last in the real world, not what's printed on the label. Now, speaking of what these tires are actually doing in the real world, we haven't even gotten to the performance tests yet. And there's a number from the wet braking test that I need to show you. Keep watching. Trap 3. The age trap. Before we get to the tests, I need to show you the 30-second check I mentioned in the intro, because this one thing changes the entire value equation for Walmart tires. Every tire has a DOT code stamped on the sidewall.
The last 4 digits tell you exactly when it was manufactured. First 2 digits are the week, last 2 are the year. So 0824 means that tire was made in the 8th week of 2024. I checked every tire before leaving the store. My Douglas, made 19 months ago. Goodyear Reliant, 8 months ago. Michelin Defender, 7 weeks ago. And here's why that gap matters more than most people realize. Tire rubber degrades on the shelf even with 0 miles on it. The oils in the compound slowly evaporate, the rubber hardens. An 18-month-old tire sitting in a Walmart warehouse does not grip the road the same way a fresh tire does, even with completely full tread depth. Investigative journalists from WSOC-TV went into Walmart locations with hidden cameras and found tires being sold as brand new that were years old, with rubber already visibly cracking on the sidewalls. The cheapest tires age the most because they sell the slowest and sit the longest. So on top of being a budget tire, you're often getting a budget tire that's already burning through its usable lifespan before it ever touches your car. Check the DOT code before you agree to any tire. If it's older than 12 months, ask for fresher stock. If they don't have any, that alone tells you something important. Now, you've seen the traps, let's get to the actual performance. And I want you to pay close attention to the wet braking numbers because the gap between first and last place is not what you'd expect. Test 1. Wet braking. Road soaked, 60 miles per hour. Full brake. Douglas, 143 feet. Goodyear Reliant, 129 feet. 14 feet shorter than the Douglas. Michelin Defender, 116 feet. 27 feet shorter than the Douglas. Now here's the real-world version of that number, because feet on a page don't feel dangerous until you understand what they mean. Independent testing across 146 wet braking comparisons found the average gap between budget and premium tires is 6.1 meters, roughly 20 feet. At highway speed, every single extra foot of stopping distance is distance where you have 0 control over what happens. And in a separate premium versus budget study, when the premium tire had completely stopped, the worst budget tire tested was still moving at 49 kilometers per hour, still going at 30 miles per hour, still going. That's not a minor performance gap. That's the difference between stopping before something and going straight through it. But here's the part that makes the dry handling results even more interesting, because the cheapest tire did something in that test that I genuinely didn't see coming.
Test 2. Dry handling. This is what you feel every single day. Cornering, response, confidence at speed. And the Douglas genuinely surprised me here. On dry roads, this tire is solid. Multiple independent tire review sites confirm dry performance is actually the Douglas's strongest quality. A verified Walmart buyer summed it up simply. Handling is excellent, cornering is awesome, ride is smooth and quiet. I may never buy any other tire again. If you live somewhere with minimal rain and you just need a solid daily commuter tire, the Douglas Dry Performance is genuinely hard to argue with at $59 a tire. But the moment it rains, that confidence disappears fast, which is exactly why the wet braking number matters so much. Now, noise. This is the test most people never think about when buying tires, and it's the one that completely changes how the Goodyear Reliant looks on paper versus how it feels after 5,000 miles.
Test 3. Highway noise. At 70 miles per hour, the Goodyear Reliant is noticeably loud. Not painful, but persistent. The kind of noise that slowly wears on you over a long drive. Walmart's own review section has buyers saying it sounded like an airplane, only louder, after just 5,000 miles. Another buyer said they couldn't hear emergency vehicles with the radio completely off. Germany's ADAC, one of the most trusted independent tire testing organizations in the world, scored budget tires at nearly double the noise rating of premium tires in direct head-to-head tests. The Michelin at 70 miles per hour feels like the cabin just got quieter. The difference is immediate and noticeable.
Now, here's where the entire conversation changes, because we haven't talked about the one number that makes people choose the wrong tire every single time. The real cost math. Nobody does this. Everyone assumes the cheapest tire wins on cost. Run the actual numbers and it flips completely. Real-world tread life for budget tires averages 20,000 to 30,000 miles in actual use. Mid-tier around 35,000 to 45,000. Premium tires routinely reach 70,000 to 85,000 miles. Douglas, $236 a set. Real-world life around 30,000 miles. That's 0.0079 per mile. Michelin Defender, $720 a set. Real-world life around 75,000 miles. That's 0.0096 per mile. Less than 1 penny difference per mile, but you replace the Douglas 2 to 3 times before the Michelin needs replacing once. 2 extra rounds of installation fees, 2 more trips through Walmart's tire bay, 2 more chances for something to go wrong. The Michelin is the better deal over time, and it performs better on every single one of those miles. Most people walk into Walmart, point at a price tag, and hope for the best. Now, you're not one of them. Share this with someone about to buy tires and subscribe so you don't miss new videos.